Hello everyone, welcome to another live stream hosted by me, Mr. Philly. Today, we got a good one for you today, guys. We are making Swedish meatballs. So for starters, let's just get right into it. We're already got a head start on our meatballs that we're gonna be making. So we got our ground beef and ground pork. Now, you wanna use a combination. You would typically with meatballs of any sort, usually they require ground beef, ground pork, a combination of both. But you can use ground pork or ground beef. It depends on your preference. But yes, traditionally that's how you would make what the starting base meat is, a combination of ground pork and ground beef. We also went ahead and added a tablespoon of parsley. Sorry, I wanted to do that on camera, but you know, got a lot going on today. So anyway, we put that aside. Now we're gonna start on our half an onion. This recipe requires also a half an onion. So we're about to chop that up. So how's everybody's day today? How's everybody going? My day has been fantastic, other than the fact that, you know, I was supposed to get some stuff done in my car and I couldn't because the mechanic shop was closed. Pissed me off. But other than that, it's great. I have off from work today, so I can't complain. Alright, now we're gonna dice our onion. There we go. Hello, Elena. How you doing? Hey. Of course I did. That's what we do on this channel. We cook and we make cooking fun. This is better than any other Food Network channel you'll watch. So we're just chopping up half an onion for our meatballs that we're making right now. And yes, we're making Swedish meatballs today. All right. Am I Mexican or am I in Mexico? If that's either of those questions, the answer is no. I don't think I have any Hispanic blood in me at all. Italian and Irish, and I'm in America. All right, now we're gonna add our onions to our meat and ground beef and ground pork mixture. All right, next we are going to add just a little pepper, just for taste. Now I would be adding salt, but I'm not going to be adding any salt because this other ingredient I'm going to add is going to have salt, and I'll get to that in a second. So we're also going to add quarter a cup of breadcrumbs, you know, very common ingredient in meatball recipes. 1/4 of a cup, yes. There we go, beautiful. Hello, Leash Cool. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that right. All right. Next, we are going to add, now, this recipe called for garlic powder, but I mean, I like using traditional garlic cloves. I mean, most other recipes I saw will add 2 to 3 garlic cloves, but you know, garlic is something you can play with. It depends on how much you want to add. Absolutely, Swedish meatballs. It's gonna be great, hopefully. I hope so, anyway. So anyway, where did I put it? I don't even know where I put it. Oh, it's around here. I'm gonna have to go grab it. So this recipe called for garlic powder, but traditionally in a lot of meatball recipes you use like 2 or 3 garlic cloves. But it depends. With garlic you can play. It depends how strong you want the garlic flavor. But I'm going off script today. I don't have any garlic. I thought I did, but unfortunately I don't. I mean, I really did thought I had it, but I think maybe one of my roommates used it. So that's all good. So we're just going to adapt like cooks have to do. So we're going to use, we don't have any garlic powder. We're going to use garlic salt, but that's very similar. That'll work too. And that's the reason why I didn't add any salt, because garlic salt has salt in it, of course. But I'm going to have to grab it. I don't think it's here within reach. So let me go grab it. Give me a moment. Thank you. You subscribed. I really appreciate it so much. Thank you so much, Lee School. I really appreciate the support today. I don't know if you're a subscriber. I think you're a new one. I don't think I've seen you before. Anyway, so we got our garlic salt right here. That's quite similar to garlic powder, but garlic salt just has salt in it, and it's just more of a saltier, stronger flavor of garlic. So anyway, I'm just going to use that, and that's hence why I didn't use any salt and pepper. I just used pepper to taste. So because this has salt in it, so we're just going to add a quarter of a cup of that in there, or a quarter of a teaspoon. There we go. That's good enough. All right, now this recipe also called for a quarter of a teaspoon of allspice. So we're going to add that in there. All right. And then, lastly, this recipe also had, which is something I haven't seen very often. Actually, I don't think I've seen it before at all. A quarter of a cup, or a quarter of a teaspoon of nutmeg. So we're going to add that in there too. Just try it. Take a little bit of a chance today, because that's not something I would see normally in a meatball recipe. So anyway, there we go. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. All right, now we're going to go in there with our hands, and then we're going to give that a mixy mix. Swedish meatballs. Thank you for asking. Hello, Robbie. How you doing? I hope it's good. Yeah, I had it before many times, and I really loved it, and I hope it is good. Oh, every day is Christmas, I'm doing great, I have off from my main job today, and I'm making a delicious 5-star recipe to 5-star perfection to my best ability, and everything's good. I have nothing to complain about, really. Trying to make a kick-ass recipe today, yeah. And I normally don't ever have the time to cook this early, and I love to cook. It's one of my passions. Usually when I get home I cook very late, and a lot of times I don't get to cook every day because I work a lot and I'm just too tired to do it. So it's nice to have a day off to do that. Alright, now, have to give me a moment. Now I'm gonna get one of those scoopers, and because ice cream scoop is a good measurement for these type. What? I feel happy every day. I don't just feel happy, I feel ecstatic. Favorite meals? Okay, well, that's awesome. I'm glad I could cook your favorite meal. I don't feel just happy, I feel wonderful. That's a real word. I promise. Best thing I made in taste? You know, I had this. Somebody else asked me that question the other day. No, I just can't remember. Best thing I had in taste. Give me a second. I make so many different things, man. It's just hard to remember. Oh, so it's a little bit of, maybe it was recent. I'm trying to think. I think it was something recent. I'll have to get back to you on that question. Let me think about it. Sorry, it might take me a minute. Oh gosh, it's on the tip of my tongue. Somebody asked me the other day. I love to make pizza. That's my favorite. That is my all-time favorite food of the world. In the world. I mean, I think life would be fairly sad without pizza in it. So, that's my favorite food, and I do like making it. I mean, I made it only a few times. I mean, only twice. So, I mean, I need to make it more often. But that is something that I like to make. But I think I need to be better at perfecting it. But my best thing that I've made so far. Oh, let me think. I'll have to think about that. Sorry. Let me go grab a bowl or a little oven pan, and we're gonna roll these out into little balls and set them aside. Let me go grab my pan. All right. Got a pan here. Thank you very much. The kitchen's a little small. My favorite part of the room, my favorite part of the house is the small. I just moved in here. Now we're gonna take a little bit of time. I was gonna do this off camera, but you know what? I love hanging out with you guys, and and I just enjoy sharing recipes, and I enjoy talking food and things like that. So, you know, we got a little bit of time here. So, anybody have any questions, concerns, comments about food or anything like that? You're more than welcome to comment. All I ask is that you please be respectful as possible. So we're gonna roll these out into little balls here. It's gonna take a bit. So. Well, thank you very much. I try. This is my happy place when I'm in my kitchen cooking and firing up a new recipe. I guess this shows you I'm pretty passionate, or you know, cooking is one of my favorite things in life. Thank you, Robbie. I really appreciate the nice compliments. I hope I have enough room for this pan. And now when you roll out, I don't know, I think they're supposed to be an inch wide or thick or whatever with meatballs, but I mean, I know there's recipes with bigger meatballs, but typically a lot of recipes, and when I made meatballs, I mean, the research and the knowledge that I have about meatballs is they're supposed to be small when you roll them out. You don't want them too big because they're going to take longer to cook. So try to make them as evenly as 1 inch thick and wide as possible, something like that, I think. I will be honest, I feel like I should have gotten more ground beef / ground pork, because I think the onions, I might have added a little too many onions, but that's all good, you know. You adapt, and you know, cooking is trial and error. Are you gonna like and subscribe, Robbie? I think I've seen you before. Maybe you already are subscribed. That one's a little too big. There we go. Pull the camera a little bit so you guys maybe can see that. There we go. There we go. So how's everybody doing today? Anybody got any fun plans today? Maybe everybody have a good weekend, all that fun stuff. Oh, that's a much better size. That size is perfect right there. That's awesome. Never been camping before in my life. Yeah, I really want to try it though. I've been watching, I've been starting following, which is, I never thought it was my thing, but then I started watching and following some other campers that cook outside on, you know, in the open wilderness. There's something like really peaceful and enjoyable about watching somebody cook out there. So maybe one of these days I might go camping and cook like a really good, delicious meal out in the middle of the wilderness or something, or out in the country camping. I mean, it sounds like something that I never thought I'd try before, but yeah, it just kind of looks cool, this part of these videos, these outdoor camping videos that I've been watching. Hello, Psycho David. I hope I'm reading that right. How you doing? You're definitely new here. I haven't seen you before. That's Psycho DVD. I'm sorry, Psycho DVD. How you doing? Sorry about that. If you like to cook and you like hearing about new recipes and stuff, this is the place to be. Because we cook on my channel. We make cooking fun. So if you have any interest in cooking or recipes and talking about new recipes and food talk and things like that, and watching people cook, then this is the place to be. Oh man, you know, I've been wanting a smoker for just in general, you know. Right now where I live, you know, the house that I'm renting, I don't think my landlord says they don't actually allow those types of things here, smokers, or, you know, I've actually was reading some places, because I just moved like a month ago. Well, a few places that I was looking into, I was going to move, didn't allow, you know, barbecues or smokers, didn't want to bother other tenants or whatever. But I don't know, I feel like the landlord here, and now that I moved in, doesn't, I mean, like I have roommates and they actually have friends that come over, and according to this place that I'm living, they're actually not supposed to have visitors. So, but so far we've had quite a few. My roommates have some visitors, so I don't think the landlord really cares that much as what they say in the lease. So I am really considering buying another barbecue grill. I mean, there was one time that I attempted to turn my barbecue grill into a smoker, but, you know, unfortunately something came up and I couldn't do it. I couldn't finish the barbecue recipe. But yes, I don't know much about smoking and barbecuing, but I really do want to learn though. But yes, I do have a yard in the back, so, and I just discovered it because apparently this house was not maintained for a very long time. And today I just seen some mowers and landscapers finally mowing and getting rid of all the brush in the back. So yeah, it actually looks okay. So I am actually really strongly considering, you know, doing some cooking on the outside here before the summer ends. Chicken curry, wow. Who's that? I made Butter chicken last week. That's the next best thing. If you watched my last video. All right. You know, those look scrumptious already, even though they're not even cooked, don't they? All right. Huh? Is my dad still with me? I don't know what you mean by that. I don't think we've ever talked before. So I'm not exactly sure what you're referring to. What do you mean by that question? So anyway, all right. Well, so. Oh, my father still. Oh, I see what you mean. Oh, and I'm really sorry. Your father passed away on August 5th. I'm really sorry. No, my father is still alive and well. Yes. I'm really sorry to hear that. Sorry, and that's terrible. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear. I hope. Are you doing all right? Give me a moment. I'm gonna go grab another drink though. I'm so sorry. Sorry, I didn't mean to sound rude when you asked me earlier about if my dad's still with me or what. I just didn't understand the question. I was like, is my father still alive and well? I mean, yeah, sorry. I guess just the way you worded it I didn't understand. Sorry, I'm a little stupid sometimes. Well, I hope things get better for you. Yeah, I I lost my grandmother back in 2021, and that was a really tough time. That was the first time and the only time so far that I've lost a loved one that I was close to, relative. And that was 2021 was a really bad year. Actually, that was actually the year when I um, finally, you know, through all the sadness and through all the dark times, I actually discovered that I had a passion and enjoyment for cooking because that's actually how I started coping with it when my grandmother died. So, yeah, I totally understand. Yeah, I mean, I've had a grandmother pass away that I grew up with. So yeah, and yeah, like I said, 2021 was a really tough year. I was like, it was a lot to cope with. I mean, you know, and it just felt like, and not just because of that too. Also, there was just so many, there was quite a few, you know, sad things that happened that year, and just felt like everything was going wrong and all that. So yeah, I totally understand. Yeah, that's the dark time. You know, just keep your head up, and if you believe in God, just keep your faith in God, and just keep your head held high. I know this is really hard to hear, but things will get better. That's all I can say. I mean, we just gotta accept that, sad things happen. It's still part of life, but we need our time to grieve and all. So take as much time as you need to grieve. So it's totally understandable. But yeah, promise, things will get better. So anyway, so now here in a few minutes though, I'm gonna stop the video and we're gonna make another part. Usually that's what I do because there's just so many odds and ends that I go around. Unfortunately, I mean, it's hard to, one of these days I'm gonna be able to try to, make my cooking in one video. It's just, I'm still adapting to this new house that I'm living in, and my kitchen is so small and everything. Well, you be careful. Anyway, so yeah, we're gonna put this in two parts, but also because, all right, so the next part, we're probably gonna be, what we're gonna do, we're gonna see in the next video is me cooking the meatballs, of course, and but now with Swedish meatballs, traditionally and typically, what you cook with traditional and Swedish meatballs is, egg noodles like the pasta noodles or whatever, but I'm using, I mean, you can also use mashed potatoes. So, I mean, and with me, I mean, I've made Swedish meatballs one other time, but when it comes to gravy and meatballs and white gravy that we're going to be making and that we're going to be marinating our meatballs in, mashed potatoes always wins. Mashed potatoes and white gravy are just killer to me. So yeah, in the next recipe, we're going to be making our or in the next video we're going to be making the meatballs and then hopefully finishing up with those, and then we're going to start on our gravy mix. So those are the two main components of this recipe. But and I'll probably, and on the side, hopefully maybe you'll see the meat, you'll probably see the potatoes cooking in the next recipe. So I'll probably do most of that off camera though. Anyway, well, good luck to you too, Psycho David. Thank you for being here. So anyway, all right. Well, thank you so much for joining me, guys. Hopefully we'll have this video here. Maybe it might be in the next 10 minutes, but it might be in a couple hours. So we'll see. See how much time we have. I mean, just have so much time. So I mean, so many things to do, so little time to do it. I just wish there was more than 24 hours in a day. So anyway, all right. Give me a moment. We'll get you set. We'll get set up, and then here in a few, we'll start our next video. All right, stick around. So this is going to be part 2 of our Swedish meatballs. All right. Thanks so much for joining me, everybody. Bye. What? You want to give a Snapchat to me? Really? Wow. Well, I just got an email. I mean, if you can give me an email or something. I don't know. You can email me. My email is on there if you really need. Yeah, you probably super chat. Oh, why can't you give a super chat? Oh, I don't have super chat yet. I'm sorry. Oh, paid comment. Oh, yeah. I'm not to that point yet. I wish you could. Well, thank you so much. But yeah, no, I don't have enough subscribers. I only have 174. I mean, am I supposed to be receiving that now? Yeah. 75. I'm supposed to have, I need like 300 and some more subscribers and something else. I'm not exactly sure. So yeah. Well, thank you very much for the thought, though. But anyway, I got to get going. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining me. And don't forget to like and follow. Happy cooking. Stay tuned for part 2 of our Swedish meatballs. Bye.